So, 10 years of making videos. It's been quite a journey. I'm doing this unprepared, so if anything's coming out janky, it's coming out janky. I feel like because it's been such a long time, I wanted to, react to some my oldest tracks and kind of, show you what I think of them and, kind of experience all of this together. I've been looking at my videos in the meantime as well, some of my older ones, just to kind of reminisce and see what it was back in the day. But now I'm going to do it on video. Video quality is probably shit in terms of face cam, but just gonna have to deal with it because I don't have anything else but my phone. Just gonna not waste any time. Let's just get into it. Let's start off with what is most likely my most popular own track on my channel. This one, obviously, because which other one could it be? It has 664,094 views somehow. Yeah, let's have a look. Right. Starts off basic, because of course it does, yes. I feel like the concept of this one wasn't promising. It has a little something, but execution is obviously questionable. Good old crappy drums, because that's exactly what you want. Exactly what you want.
Let's test your knowledge and see what you've learned so far.
No impacts or any sort of indication that something is changing whatsoever.
Please use one word to describe the texture of their magical fur.
Oh boy. These basses are definitely quite something. I remember them being from a stock plugin, just gonna twist some knobs and some janky shit came out. An attempt was made, for sure. Top quality, top notch video editing too, obviously. That's how we do. I mean, this part is pretty much the same as the intro. I wasn't creative back then. I do know I was pumping out music pretty much 20 seconds after one another.
Texture of their magical fur.
Kind of ridiculous. 1 second build up apparently. Same attempt drop as the first one. Again, an attempt was made. Not a great attempt, but an attempt. You can just tell that I took a couple of days and placed them after one another and called it a drop pretty much. None of this is what actually made my music. Alright, that's that. So let's just move on to the next one, shall we? Now this one is quite something. I even misspelled the word dubstep because apparently that's very hard. This track, yes. So this track, I feel like, is the point where I started to vocal chop. I think this is kind of where that started, and I still do it to this day. I've improved on it, obviously, but yeesh. The vocal chopping on its own isn't that horrible. It's just the whole thing on its own. Like the whole cohesive thing is a little weak. Oh boy, the transitions into the build-up. Oh. Come on. Obviously, also not my bases. I did not make these. Even nowadays, I'm pretty shit at making some decent bases. Let alone me making this 9 years ago. Yeah, no. You can just hear that that the whole dubstep bass kind of thing is layered on top of this like plucky bass, which I think is more for like house and that sort of thing. It I definitely made some choices back in the day. That's also quite a lot of delay that I put in this track. On the vocals. And by vocals, I obviously mean the full ripped MP3. I see. I think that is enough for that track. Let's move on. Now, this one, this is a doozy. It has, for whatever reason, has 336 views. God knows why. I remember this one being very shit, and I'm showing these just so it's actually clear that everyone who wants to make music starts out making dog shit, and then gradually improves as they upload more music, or just make more music. It's kind of natural. GLaDOS has started mixing, and this is her result. Well, GLaDOS might as well stop at that point.
You seem to have defeated its load-bearing capacity. Well done.
Distortion for extra good.
Initiative to investigate how well.
And I know distortion can be good in music, but not like this.
Not.
Vocal chopping.
Good luck.
It's not really
Both said a lot of
chopping,
things that you're going to regret.
vocal editing
But I think we can
pretty
put
mediocre.
differences behind us for science. You monster. Monster.
The concept on its own is fine, that's fine. But the execution is slightly less fine. The chords, I guess, will do, but it's all very minimal, not really in a good way. I like minimal, but this is not my type of minimal. Also, if you see me bob my hat to my older shit, even though it's shit, that's just a thing that I do. When I hear music, I just go along with it, and it's kind of a thing that I developed, I think. All because I started making music. How about that? I love that old song. The sample that was used in this part. The Easter egg song from Portal 2. Great shit. Not a drop. 1.5 minutes before the song ends. Alright. I don't want to stick around in this 9-year-old bullshit too long, but there are definitely a couple that I want to check out still. And then we'll move on to some newer ones. Starting with this Raise This Barn remix. I remember this being decent. It has a little vibe to it. Let's check it out.
Raise this barn, we raised this barn, yes we did. Together we sure raised
Could
this
be
barn,
remembering this
yes,
wrong, but
we did. Being together counts the most. We all came here from coast to coast. All we need to strive to be is raise this barn, raise this barn,
this is a bit more of a funky one. It's something different, and that's also kind of what you want. Obviously, it's still not great, but it's something at least. And she told herself, yes. Alright.
it's mighty respectable, but let me show you how it's really done. Raise this
I think I also remember playing that tiny little vocal sample over and over because I thought that sounded funny, like this part.
it's mighty respectable, but
Like, what is even being said there? And it sounds like minor respectable, you know.
let me show you how it's really done. Raise this barn, 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 raise this, raise this, raise this, raise this, raise this, raise this, raise this,
A decent attempt at a build-up. How about that? Back into that again. It's all the same, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, well, one of the slightly less worse ones, I'd say. Still not amazing though. Next one. This one, you might remember me having made a new reworked version of this one. And that's probably because I like this thing that I made. I still kind of enjoy, even though it's old. This is actually one of the decent ones from 9 years ago, as of recording this video. When this goes up, it'll be probably still 9, but closer to 10 years. This vocal chopping gets me immediately. I don't know what happened in between that Bats remix and this one, but something surely happened. God dang. Extremely minimalist. Could use a bit more stuff, but you know. Unfortunately, it is most of the same, but I added these drums, some stock FL drums that I used in this one. Back and break this again. This is some great stuff. I'm liking this. It's not top of the line type of shit, but I do enjoy this. Next one. Now this one I might not linger on too long, because I feel like this is going to be quite the shit show, but let's just have a quick look, shall we? I don't really remember this track. What I do remember that all of my 8-bit shit from back in the day was ass. Yeah. An attempt was made though. You cannot fault that. An attempt was surely made. I feel like this system is having an epileptic seizure. Right. Enough of that. Enough of that. Next one. Now this one did relatively well. It has 40,000 views. As it says right here in the description, don't judge too hard on me, to a double O, you son of a bitch. This is my first try at trap music, but to me it sounds pretty good, cool. Well, I beg to differ. So let's have a look. Quality's all the way up. Right? Even back then, I made trap music with partial house shit going on. Back then, I was already genre bending. Trap music, everybody. That transition though. And one quality transition right there. The clap. So what is that with the claps? What is that? All right. Still to this day, I don't understand how this got 40,000 views, but I'll take it, I guess. Next one. All right, I think this is going to be the last one before I move on to some of my newer stuff. I remember going hard to this back in the day, back when I made this 9 years ago. I couldn't wait to share that with everybody, apparently. Well, I beg to differ now. Back in the day, I thought that was going hard as shit, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't go hard as shit. It sounds like shit. Let's have a look. More vocal chopping. Somehow the vocal chopping on this kind of reminds me of Skrillex a little bit. Not sure why, but you know. No side chaining, unfortunately, and a whole bunch of distortion. In case you don't know what side chaining is, by the way, that's basically a sort of method to make to get the kick more up into the mix and make it hit harder. And that's done by lowering the volume for like a split second of, you know, stuff like leads or vocals and that sort of thing, right as the kick is hitting. So you get that like kind of thing. That's kind of missing here, unfortunately. And this intro is quite something. Are we going to find a transition? Yeah, a good one. Are we going to find it? And the attempt was made. The attempt was definitely made. If the basses were used differently, I would have accepted it probably. Except for that high-pitched one, it's absolutely horrendous. That one. Again, it's the same thing. See, I seemingly just used to copy the first drop over and call it a day. At least most of the time. Oh man, the FNAF days. Man, the FNAF days though. Let's have a look at this one. Wait, I have ads on this one? Huh. Yeah, I was just about to say. Let's have a look at this old FNAF remix that I did. On YouTube it did pretty well. Somehow on SoundCloud it did very well actually. Like, what? What? 1.2 million plays. Oh, I have not visited this in a while. What the fuck? Bruh. Alright. Was not expecting that.
I don't know what I was thinking, leaving my child behind. Now I suffer the curse and now I am blind. With all this anger, guilt and sadness calling to haunt me forever. I can't wait for the cliff at the end of the river.
That's a big jump from the very old stuff. I do remember this one being pretty decent, apart from the buttload of distortion that's on this track. Probably because every single thing is clipping. But like, it has a drop like that.
I wish I lived in the present to keep my past mistakes. But the future keeps staring me like a bag of snakes.
Like that initial hit of the drop works, sure. Would have maybe done it a little different now, but whatever. But then the bass that comes after that is a little empty. It's missing its sub, its actual bassness, which is a little unfortunate.
It's your eyes, your little smile is all I remember.
A little chaotic in terms of bass placement. It's decent for something that was made back then, but I wouldn't give this 1.2 million plays. Now, if we're looking at one at a It's Been So Long remix, that is actually, I would say decent. Besides, this one having its issues, it would probably be this one. No. It was definitely good. Alright, let's skip over that. I do not want to have anything to do with that. This one is a doozy. And this one is a doozy. The bunch of snares in this one is a little strange. But fun fact, I actually tried to replicate this track and rework it like I did with Flutterwonder remix. Yet somehow I have not managed to make it sound the way I wanted. So somehow I did this better back in the day than I've done so far now. It's quite impressive. You can really see that I kind of leveled up quite a bit from the past. At that point, as I was making this one still kind of goes hard. No, and I had to ruin it with this shit transition. This one is still bopping. I give this one a thumbs up still. Now this UNDERTALE remix. I remember how I made this video, and it took way too much effort. I did it in such a roundabout way that was completely unnecessary. It's like what I did. I'll tell you when we get to certain parts. It was quite something. Unfortunately, it does sound a little off pitch, but apparently this is not the video that I was talking about. We'll get to it when I get to it. If executed a little better, this could still bop. Again, it's one of those tracks where I took some basses, put them after one another, and called it a song. This one is actually the video that I was talking about that took so stupidly long to do. Let's have a look. Now, frames like these that have text on them, I remember I made them in Photoshop back in the day when I still had that. So this is a separate frame. This is a separate frame. Like I saved all of these, all of those separate frames. I saved onto my computer, and then put them in my editing software in Vegas, I believe, and I kind of made the video that way. So that means that this screen without the text is also a like a separate frame. Those text shenanigans, every single letter that comes on screen is a separate frame. Every single one. I don't know why I took such a convoluted route to make this video, but I did. I would not do it the same way today. I know that. Lead is a little loud. Could be a bit more distortion this time. Instead of less. I remember this drop being neat. I remember the different drop. Alright. God damn it. Next one. This one. This logo was made by a friend actually. And I remember making this one during class, just kind of set apart, a couple of us, and instead of actually doing my schoolwork, I made music. every one of us had a good laugh out of this track. Let's have a listen. This track really kind of shows that even back in the day, I like putting some fun into my tracks, some humor. These are some decent transitions in this one. Bad about that. The average mix, but the execution is pretty deep. Oh yeah, this second drop is quite something. It's still pretty decent in this one. Alright, next one. We all remember these moos and meows remixes of Markiplier. Those were the days, mate. I'm telling you. This is the new and updated Spooktune from 4 years ago. This one is actually decent as opposed to the other one that I put way too much effort in. Let's have a listen. Compression is a bit much, but I build up, mate. Classic stack heavy type bass. Good. Oh well. That's nice. Let me know. I'll take it. We all know I had to include this, right? This track is quite something. I just wanted to experiment with, just wanted to kind of experiment and see what kind of weird stuff I could come up with. It definitely turned into quite something. Let's have a listen. These vocals do it every time.
Let's just grab the ping pong table, I guess.
Oh, by the way, this song, yes, this one, there's a VIP remix coming up of this one soon. Or actually, more like, maybe it's already out by the time this video goes up. We'll have to see.
Hey, you wanna play ping pong?
It's such a wonky concept. As opposed to some people might think, I wasn't actually placing down any random notes or any that sort of thing. There is actually a sort of melody in there. It's not in any sort of wonky time signature, just in a regular 4/4. It has a slightly semi-random placement of notes, but then with thought behind it. Let's continue. Gotta hear the second drop, obviously. This one is definitely a bit more random. But who gives a fuck? Great shit. I don't care what anyone else says. This shit is great. Let's continue. I wasn't really planning on adding any rap sort of music into this video, but I thought for this one I might as well, because I feel like this deserves maybe a bit more credit than it gets. It has 52 views in 10 months, but you know, I feel like it could get 520. Let's have a listen. A listen? Yes. This one is surprisingly decent for a track that has my voice in it. For that intro vocal, that kind of caveman noise, I just kind of went, oh, and just put it in there. So why not?
Just taking time bomb, tick, it's about to blow. Get down low before you rush down low. I can imagine you go out, the snow gon' crowd. But you want to shout, you're fucking inside out. I tell you this, you're making this the best thing that exists. I'm fucking pissed as you eventually will possibly miss. It's exhibit, and the lesson that I want from you is this. It's a message on the top of my list, I think it fits. Come on, I read that shit as I push my soul into.
The vocals are surprisingly audible for the time this was recorded. The lyrics are but it is telling a story.
These ain't your bite, please, I beg you, these my last words that I could spit. You cold like a room without a heater, I'm not sold. I'm devastated as the air inside your lungs evaporate. Can't escape, see an unforgettable moment. I'm afraid your eyes closed before I say goodbye. It's just life, it is as I look into your body without a life inside. I need a moment to collect myself before I cry. Please stay close when the earth explodes. Can't fill these holes without your soul. I told myself I'd be your angel. Stop this hell, stop this hell. Please stay close when the earth explodes. Can't fill these holes without your soul. I told myself I'd be your angel.
That hook, it goes surprisingly hard, I would say. Now, as opposed to some of you might think, I did not add that many effects to my voice to make it sound that way. In my spare time, whenever the fuck, really, I like to make some beatbox noises sometimes, and that vocal effect is something that beatboxers do, and usually get a bass note going. But I decided to use that as a singing voice sort of thing, even though I can't sing. It's like, please stay close when the earth explodes, can't feel these hoes without your souls. It's kind of that raspy sort of thing. It's kind of neat.
Years later, and I still
Don't really see many people doing that.
freshly remember how time stood still, and I couldn't even gather any words to scramble since sense together. Could not even compute what happened till a couple moments after. That was erased from my head, was like the show of a disaster. Empty days, and was full of laughter. It's a miracle I haven't ended my life. Was like the may have been, it just wasn't worth the time. Amazingly, I'm staying intact to this day. The way the picture of the face, I can feel myself rebelling away. So I
want to hear the hook one more time, and we'll move on.
carried on the back. Please stay close when the earth explodes. Can't feel these holes without your soul. I told myself I'd be your angel. Stop this hell, stop this hell.
Oh man, this part. I love this part of it. That was that. Let's move on. All right, this one I wanted to do this one last because there's much more to go over, and I gotta eat. But yeah, this one I had a bunch of fun making this one, and not only is the tracks neat, it's the video editing is also quite something. Let's have a listen, shall we? I got the YouTube poop shaking there.
Going down, where we just a big party. Oh.
Thinking that up was actually kind of fun.
Party, oh. Big crunchy, oh. So many times I told me.
Kind of the same thing over again. But even nowadays, I still do that.
Party. No. Shut your back. Party.
this had no reason to be as aggressive as it is. Yet I still did that. You know, that's kind of what having fun in music is all about. You just kind of want to take something that might be sweet and all that in its stock form, and just create something that is the complete opposite. It's, man. All right. I think that is pretty much it. Making this video was kind of weird because obviously I'm not used to making a video like this. You know, if there are any videos that you might want to see me, maybe make another reaction to or whatever, feel free to let me know, and I might consider it. Actually, it's been neat to go over some of my old music and just kind of go from old to new, and really kind of experience what it's been like to see improvement in my own music. There's definitely improvement, and I'm still, obviously I'm not like a pro as in, super good mix and all that sort of nonsense. But I like doing this for fun, so I'm not going to force myself to get good with any of this. At least better. It'll come eventually, So these have been wild 10 years for me personally, and for the channel. It's been doing quite something. Even though the views might not suggest that, but it's not about the views for me. It's about making music and sharing it with people, with friends and that sort of thing. So, but yeah, let's cut that emotional bullshit. Alright, thank you for watching this. Thank you for watching this video, and maybe I'll see you in the next reaction video. Maybe not, but I will see you at the next video that I'm going to post. Also, check out Karma. It was up right as I was making this video, pretty much. So go check it out. Alright.